Hello everyone! Today we're delving into one of Maya's most powerful modeling tools, the multi-cut tool. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced user, mastering this tool will greatly enhance your modeling workflow. So let's get started. The multi-cut tool is a versatile feature in Maya that allows you to interactively add new edges to your geometry. It's like drawing directly onto your model to define new shapes and details. Just how do we access the multi-cut tool? Well, we have two options, and I'm going to show you. The first option is if you go over here to the right side and click on your modeling toolkit. And you'll find it right away. Multi-cut tool right under the Tools tab. And for the second option, to access the multi-tool, we're going to go up here to Mesh Tools, click that, and there we are, multi-cut tool right there. And you can just click that to use it. So let's use this multi-cut tool now. We'll first select our cube. We'll go over here to the Modeling Toolkit tab and select the multi-cut tool. And you can see now we have this active orange line that's bouncing around. It likes to snap to any vertice. But we're going to go in the middle of this edge right here. We'll just click there. And then we'll click on the other side. We're going to hold the mouse while we click though, because now you can see we're at 45%. We're going to look for 50%. That's going to put us somewhere in the middle. If you needed to, you can go to like 25% or whatever, which comes in pretty handy if you're looking for some kind of precision. But we'll just drop it around 50%. I'm going to let go of the mouse now. And then we'll hit the Enter key. And now we have a new edge that we've drawn on using the multi-cut tool. Just that simple. Alright, let's try something different. We'll move on to another face. Just rotate this cube around a little bit. Select the multi-cut tool once again. And we will start, right in the middle. We'll just click a new vert right there. This time we're only going to go into the middle here. And then we'll go back up to this line here. And then hit Enter. And if you press the Y key, you'll be able to reactivate your tool. Although the nice thing about using the modeling toolkit, it stays active so you can continue to use it. In the old days, you always had to push the Y. We'll just draw another split right there. Hit Enter. We'll go up to this one. And we're going to try and mirror the same idea over here. There. And now let's finish it up on this side. This will make it a little easier. Aim for that vert. And then right there. Beautiful. So now we got this neat shape that needs a little bit of work. But we can make short work of that. I'm going to use the V key to vert snap a lot of this together. We'll move pretty quick through that. And then we will make sure it's lined up with that there. It's going to drive me nuts, guys. So we'll just shuffle this right over here a little bit to the side. There, that looks a little bit better. All right, yeah, much better. So pretty easy with that. And with that, it just helps make modeling so much easier. We can actually select this face now if we want it to. Control E to extrude that. Wow, that's pretty neat. And then we'll move on to another face. And it's the exact same thing if you need to. Up here in the Mesh Tools, Multi-Cut. And then we'll just draw one right across the center line. So this is another neat thing about this tool. So we can intersect lines and it's automatically going to create a cut right through it as well. So you can kind of see how it already created a new vert right there even though we haven't set it down yet. Then we'll just hit the Enter key. And now we've got a nice new line added. So there's a lot of neat things you can do with that tool. It's a huge time saver when it comes to modeling. So now that we know how to use the multi-cut tool, let's go over some of its options. We'll go over to the left side here, double click that icon, and that'll pull up the tool settings box. We'll reset this tool by clicking here. Now we're at factory settings. The first setting we'll look at is the snap step percent. By default it's at 10. We're going to change this to 50. And that'll allow us to snap a new line directly in the center. We're going to hold the shift key to activate that. As you can see, it's snapped right to the halfway line. We'll just click right there. Then we'll go all the way down to the bottom. And then click again. Hit enter. And now we've got our line exactly in the center. Oh, that's just beautiful. All right. Now let's do one more thing. We'll go to the top face here. Click that. Hold the shift key to activate the 50% again. Hit enter. Unfortunately with this tool you can't close a loop, or at least it never does for me. I don't know if that's a thing with Maya or what, but it is what it is. We'll just finish that off. Hit enter there. And now I've got these new edges laid out perfectly at the top here. Another interesting setting to note is subdivisions. We can add 5. That might be overkill, but it's going to give you guys a good example of what's going on here. We could use the shift key in the center. Click one down, and now you see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a total of actually 5, even though there's only 4 verts added. You see 1 right here, 2 right there, 3, 4, and 5. And that is nice and evenly spaced. We can go over here and finish that up. And then we'll add 1 more again right here. And we'll just drag that all the way across. Oh, beautiful. Hit enter again. Now we want to go back to, we'll just actually make it be the default for that. You see it wants to snap to each one of the verts, so we'll click one of those there. We'll click the bottom guy, hit enter. The next one, and then we'll hit enter. I'm going to change this to vertex mode so you guys can see what all it's done. We'll just follow this along right here and we'll click enter. Over here in the modeling toolkit, you'll find the same options we have in the tool settings menu. These are a little bit easier to access, I think. You can actually draw a line straight across here, and look at that. Just based off of the perspective, you can draw your lines. And this is a quick, fast way to add your lines. We'll undo those. This option is another useful one. Slice along plane. If we click this, it instantly adds a new line. And we'll add another one using Y and Z. So we'll just click that right here. And just like that. Oh, that's perfect. Now we can adjust exactly where that line we want it to go to. But I'm happy with where it was at 50%, so we'll undo that. Well, that's all for today's tutorial. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Alright, my friends, happy modeling.